Hey guys, I'm running a little bit late. So let's turn down the music a little bit. There we go. Still fixing up some stuff. Now would be a good time to insert an ad. No, that's not true, YouTube. Oh no, I forgot to turn on the background LEDs. Let's do that live, shall we? There we go. How's everyone doing? Oh, I sure hope my voice is going to hold up. Let's see here. We can make it a different color. No, we want a different effect. I guess we could flash those too, but we'll see about that later. I kind of like this stuff. Right? A little bit slower. There we go. Cool. We got background LEDs. So, how is everyone doing today? We're still in the pre-stream. It's a bit shorter than normal, but still. But let's see what drinks we have, because we have Fanta Lemon, but we've seen that before. But we now also have Coca-Cola Lemon. What? And it's a bit dinged up because I dropped it. We have Sparkling Zero, which, well, there's yellow on there, so I'm not sure if it's lemon or not. But we have some other Fanta, and we have Peach Zero. As you can see, I'm planning on drinking a lot today. This is a fun stream, so, you know. The Fanta Lemon is 0 sugar. Yes, it says no sugar. So I'm assuming it is. Yes. Oh wow, I dinged this one up pretty good. Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, this will go over midnight. No, that's not. We'll see. If things don't compile like we want it to, maybe. I should start with the dinged up one so I can throw it away actually, because it's not ultra stable anymore. So. Hey, what did you guys think about the HAHA announcement? Have you all been waiting for this for like decades? Eons by now? I think I still need to move my microphone a little bit. Sorry if this makes noise. Oh, it's okay, I think. Okay. How is the audio? Is it good? Uh-oh. Have I been waiting for it? No. Is it interesting? Yes. Nice. HAHA and the Ultimate Desktop Project. Well, that's one of those things, you know, I kept dragging my feet on a DIY backup project, although that now has all the episodes at least. Might do a few more in the future, but the Ultimate Desk Project 2023 is a new year. We'll see. We've been looking forward to the ho-ho stream of Christmas. Well, maybe this will count as one. I don't know. Yeah, Yako, I don't use Zigbee or Z-Wave, so I don't really have a solution for that, but we can try and figure something out as a community, I guess. I mean, yeah. Fanta Lemon because we were tired of staining your inside orange. What? What's even going on there, Richard? So, Draadstaal is here. Johnny Bergdahl. It'll turn pink automatically at some point. Who needs Quinder when Johnny is here? Aww. Yeah, I announced my WLED stream, and then he starts streaming about it 2 hours earlier. That Dr. Z's. No, it's okay. We're gonna do different things anyway, I think. So. We need more Dig-Octa boards to buy. Well, things have kind of escalated in China. They kind of let go of the COVID laws and restrictions. And that means now basically everyone has COVID. So things have slowed down there a little bit, and a few people working at Allnet have been sick. So we were planning on doing another delivery this year still, but that's not going to happen anymore. So if you want something that's not in stock at Dr. Z's, and he's probably sold out of most of the stuff, you'll have to order it from the worldwide store. And they are going to be closing, I think the 15th or something, January, for Chinese New Year. So if you want to have it sent out before then, the worldwide store currently is your only option. And right after that, so let's say beginning of February, we'll make sure that Dr. Z's gets a plenty big shipment again. So yeah, if you want Dig-Octa or Dig-To-Go or other stuff, it's worldwide only right now, because the last shipment we wanted to do is just, we ran into some problems there. Basically, the whole office isn't in the office anymore, and they can still do some local shipments, but it's just 2 people now, so it's limited what we can manage. But we're still gonna try and send him a shipment, but I don't know. I can't make promises. So I'm a bit bright, ain't I? A little bit bright. Let me hit some buttons here. That's too bright. There we go. Yeah, bit better. What the hell's going on? Philip, 20 euros. Let's start the Christmas donation drive. All the best for the entire community. Enjoy the end of your year and the holidays. Best wishes for the new year and all that stuff. From Philip. Thank you, Philip. That's awesome. Oh, Johnny is throwing in some SEKS. Nice. And then Draadstaal goes right over Philip. It's like it's a competition somehow. With 22 euros. That's very much appreciated there, Draadstaal. Thank you very much. Oh, Henrik Larsen just got his first Quinled LED quad today. Tinkering will be fun during Christmas. Nice. Richard Campbell's going backwards. No. He's finally got his HA yellow. Gotta commit to moving off the Hyper-V VM over to dedicated hardware. There's nothing wrong with a yellow or a blue, but it is a single point of failure. But, you know, that's a choice. It depends what you're running on it or not. Waiting for the AE Plus LAN. I think you should get a Dig-Octa then. Because everything that is on the AE Plus, so like SD card, which makes the and more channels and things like that, are on the Dig-Octa brainboard. So and you get Ethernet too. Yeah. But we are. I already talked about this earlier this year. I think we are going to make some changes in the new year about ordering a Dig Uno or Dig Quad combined with one of the top boards a bit easier, because right now they're pre-combined and that gives us a lot of stock issues, and yeah, we need to figure that out, how to do that properly without introducing more chances of failures, because now they're tested as a whole and then sent out. And if we bundle them and each are tested separately, it's still different than testing them combined or as a whole. What the? John... I can't read the chat. John Kuster, Merry Christmas, and thank you for everything you've done this year. Thank you so much. Wow. $99.99. I need a drink now. Johnny has 2 HA yellow. Wow, John, that's a lot of money. Thank you so much. I hope you're using boards and stuff too, and that they're doing great for you. With 2 HA yellow, surely you can make a HA. You'll probably need 3, and then you can maybe run a Kubernetes cluster or something like that. But then you'll still need shared storage, and maybe you can do that with Ceph. It becomes complicated quickly. Hello guys, how to add sound reactive to Brainboard? Well, I'm not sure that's possible. You might be able to abuse some of the inputs that are on there, but today we're going to look at a different method. And there's a structure to the video, somewhat. Sure, Danny. Okay, but then why do you need the AE Plus for with Ethernet? I don't know. For the more channels, or for the audio reactive, or what's going on? But as I said, we're going to look at different things. But if, for instance, you want a digital microphone and Ethernet, that's not going to work. So, yeah. A structured live stream. I'm out. Robert G got my permanent, I think, holiday lights on, running this year. 3,500 plus lights. Nice. You demand magic smoke. Well, I heard that Dr. Z's is going to try and blow up some stuff later in his stream after this one. So, Dig-to-Go are now powering all of my Christmas lights. What? What? How is this little box power? Oh, it's still connected. How is this little box powering all of your Christmas lights? I still love the button. I'm a sucker for good buttons. I'm Bean X from Discord. Oh, okay. The guy asking about 10 questions a day. That's fine. Just keep that up for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then you'll know so much you can start answering other people's questions. That's how it works. Successfully running a 2400 pixel matrix with my Dig-Octa on WLED. Despite it being minus 20 degrees outside. What? The Dig-Octa is in minus 20? I live in the Netherlands. There's basically no time ever that I'm able to test that. That's cool. Thank you again for a great product. Thank you again for using it, John. Jon. How do you... I don't know how to say that in English. In Dutch it will be Jon, I guess. Yeah. ESP32 S3 Brainboard. No, Devin. The ESP32 S3 is actually less suited for running what we're doing here. So it doesn't support Ethernet. It has less RMT devices. It needs a code restructuring. Yeah, there's a whole lot to go into there, but currently the ESP32, the plain vanilla that I use in all my products, is still the best one to run WLED from all of the variants that are out there. Richard Campbell got half a dozen Dig-to-Go powering Christmas lights around the house. Sync mode is awesome. Wow, that's really cool to hear. Wait. Dig-to-Go takes 5 minutes to get up and running. Do not buy if you want to tinker. Yeah, and we're going to look at how to make it even easier today. So, I still feel like I'm blown out. Sorry about that. Normally I prepare better. There, that's better, I think. Yeah, let's do that. I powered 14 meter of WS2812B with a Dig-to-Go on a power bank. Damn! Did you make any power injections or just the 3 amps running through the Dig-to-Go? I sent Dig-to-Go based Secret Santa lamp to Netherlands Discord friend and was well received. It really is the perfect form factor for projects to send to others. That's really cool, Jaco. Awesome. Yeah, it's a great product. We're just having issues getting it launched because everyone who's using it now is using the pre-release version basically, and we had or have some in the factory for the actual release, and I wanted to do that before Christmas, but all kinds of things didn't work out, and well, as you guys have noticed, that didn't happen. But it is definitely the first thing on the list to fully release. I've been working on Dig-Octa.info and yeah. Right, so Iratarto, yes, okay. 2000 Huff. I have no clue what a Huff is, but Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you. That's very kind. And Jeremy Johnstone, happy holidays. Consider this a thank you for the Octa, which revolutionized my Christmas light plans, and excited for the upcoming energy project. You guys are like on a roll here. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Thank you. Oh wow, $100. Damn. That's a lot of money. I mean, Jim Altis, my Dig-to-Go is working great in -13. What? I'm glad it's working great in those temperatures. I really am not able to test that. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm more I test more like hot environments, not cold environments. Cool. You need a case of Dig-to-Go's. Well, there will be more. We are definitely making more. But yeah, worldwide store and official release somewhere beginning of next year. Cheers, mate. When Dig-Octa is back in stock, I'm planning on running a 4000 upper level of my house pixel setup and a 7200 lower level. Thanks again from Australia. It's 7:20 a.m. here. Thanks, Ben Riss. And John is using Dig-to-Go's too. Using X-Lights to run them. It's working great. Cool. On a roll. We missed your stream. You just have to test it in your freezer. Yeah, but then there's humidity and stuff like that too. I guess I could put it in a sealed box, huh? Might be good to test that in the future, actually. But, I mean, the components I use are selected to, you know, be a wide temperature range and things like that. They're not automotive grade. That generally would add too much cost, but they're good quality. But yeah. Philip says, keep it going, guys, with it. 20 euros. Quinder might have enough donations to gift us all a Dig-to-Go. I wish that was the case, Philip. Oh, man. Okay. So, today, what we're going to do, let's make a plan here. We're going to, let's see, do we want to do a Dig-Octa first or a Dig-to-Go first? No, we're going to do the Dig-to-Go first. We're going to download the source code of WLED, the version 14 beta one. Then we're going to compile it. Then we're going to install it on the Dig-to-Go. And then we're going to compile it again, but then... no, let's not install it yet. We're going to compile it again, but then preset all the options in the code, like audioreactive mod, etc. And then we're going to do the same with a Dig-Octa. But there we're going to install one of the newest user mods that's out there, made by Andy from our Discord server, which enables the temperature sensor on the Dig-Octa brainboard. Hey. And then we're going to install that. And then as the last thing, let's use the microphone in the Dig-to-Go to send real-time LED data to the Dig-Octa. I have no idea if that's going to work. I think so, but we're gonna try. Oh yeah, Philip, that's a good one. Frame drops? What? Stats. No, I didn't have frame drops here. 0 drop frames. Johnny's wireless keyboard just ran out of battery, and he typed this with his mouse. Because otherwise, how did he type it? I mean, how does that work? 5-hour stream! Well, I'm excited, so we'll see how it goes. 4 Dig-to-Go inside at 74 Fahrenheit. I have no idea how much. Is that warm, cold, somewhere in the middle? Running great with Christmas lights. Awesome, Bowens. That's awesome. Oh, Stubb says that should work. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think so. Why is YouTube holding your comment, Lestronomy? Doesn't everyone type with his mouse? Shit, I've understood it wrong all my life. Okay, I need to get going on something, because otherwise we'll be here for hours, and I really do appreciate all the donations. That's so kind. Right, so let's first make a Chrome scene. Let's see here. We need to get this in the screen correctly. There, now we can see everything. So, when you want to compile your own user mod or version of WLED with preset settings and things like that, the first thing we're going to need is the source code. Now, there it has recently been a release, the version 14 beta 1, and when that happens, it should have a tag. So if you go to WLED.me, you get to the GitHub and you get to this page, and then up here, it says tags. You go to that tag and you see, okay, 14b1, let's go there. And there we can download the source code, right? So let's download the source code. Okay, and let's unzip that somewhere. Let's see, do I have a folder for that? Not yet. Let's create one. I don't need to see how you unzip that. I just unzipped it into a folder called WLED 14b1. Right? Okay. The next step is we're going to open Visual Studio Code. This is a program you have to install. We did a live stream before where we actually included installing Visual Studio Code and things like that. So if you really need to know how to do that, look at the previous live stream, because you need... No. You need Visual Studio Code, and then I believe you need the GitHub client and things like that. It'll tell you everything you need, but that's not part of this live stream. Watch the previous live stream where we did that for that. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, so once you're in Visual Studio Code, you go to Open Folder, and I put it here. And you go to the extracted WLED folder, and you just say Select Folder. And asks you, okay, should I trust this? Yeah, let's just trust everything. That's fine. Oh, your update isn't working, you say? Not sure. What? It's minus 35C there, Glenn. Holy shit. That's really cold. A GitHub is not required, but Platform IO is. I thought I needed the GitHub client. Do I have it installed? Yeah. Because it needs to be able to download things from GitHub and stuff like that. I'm not sure, but it'll prompt what it needs. So trust everything on the internet. What could possibly go wrong? Right, exactly. So to start off simple, if you just want the normal version, you see here the, can I zoom in? I don't remember how. Oh, there we go. And then I need to, can I move this? Yes. I'm trying to keep it readable. So over here, if you go to platform.io.ini, that's the file we're mostly going to use, and the platform override. If you just want to compile the normal version of WLED from that source, let's remove all of these, and then let's remove all of these. And now we're only left with default environments is ESP32 dev. So that's the vanilla basic version of WLED. And you can hit Platform IO build. And for some reason that doesn't work in the newest versions. Why doesn't it do that? Okay. Build binary only. Okay, let's do that. And then it'll start downloading and installing stuff automatically. Sometimes it gives you a little warning. As long as it's not red, it should be working. Oh, okay, good to know, Philip. So you don't need Git, but yeah. So it starts to download and compile and things like that. Uh-oh. Well, we discussed this in the previous how to compile WLED live stream too. It'll sometimes fail, especially on initial first encodes. What we're going to do is we're just going to... Stupid build binary only... is just do it again. I know that's the most stupid troubleshooting step there is, but if it fails compiling, just do it again. And there we go. This is the best software out there. If it fails, hit that button again, and the next time it'll work. I don't know why that is. It's probably some asynchronous process which is still creating or downloading stuff while it's already compiling, and it's ran out of time doing that while the other process went ahead, and so that's why basically it works if you do it twice, because then all the directory structure and everything it needs is already there, and then it runs through just fine. We can take a quick look at that. Let me change to the Explorer window here. So if you look at the Explorer here, we have the WLED folder, and now there is a build output folder in there. Let me make this a little bit bigger. There, and in that build output folder, there is a firmware folder, and now we have a ESP32 dev.bin. Okay, and that is our compiled version of WLED. So once you have Visual Studio Code installed and the prerequisites, you download the source code, you unpack that, you open that folder, you in platform.io.ini, you tell it which environment it should compile for. In our case, that's an ESP32. And then you might have to hit build twice, but then it'll build it and you have your version of WLED. Now, basically, this is the same version as you download from the GitHub page in the releases notes. But say we wanted to make some changes. Say we wanted to have a Dig-to-Go and we wanted to have a user mod for the audio reactive, and maybe also set the pins for the relay and the pins for the LEDs and things like that. If we hook it up right now, if you flash this right now, it'll work. It just won't do anything because we still have to set the LED pin and we have to set the relay pin, and we don't have the audio reactive user mod, and there's things you then have to do manually, but we can preset those. And that's one of the improvements in WLED 0.14 is actually that a lot more stuff can be preset during compiling. So let me show you one of the secrets, I guess, for today. Hold on just a second. How's the music on you guys' side? Is it okay? It's not too loud? Right, so one of the secrets we've been working on, and Philip has mainly been spearheading this project, is install.Quinled.info. So not install.WLED.me, but install.Quinled.info. And here you can see we have a Dig Uno, a Dig Quad, a Dig-Octa, and a Dig-to-Go. And we can hit that and scroll down, and it gives you a little bit of instructions, and then it can install a pre-compiled binary with everything set for the board you just selected. And the idea is to have most or all variations here so that you don't have to go through all the compiling stuff we're doing in this live stream, but you can just download a version which has all the stuff compiled in. For instance, if we look at the Dig-Octa, we have a button to include the temperature sensor. This will disable LED 8, but it will allow you to use I2C and read out the temperature sensor on the board. Can music be too loud? Gets loud at times. Yeah, okay. There, I turned it down a little bit. Okay. The sad part is how well Just Do It Again works. Well, there's technical reasons for it, but yeah. So there is now install.Quinled.info. We're still working on it, and it's being, getting the newest compiles and all the definitions correct and things like that. But yeah, this will work in the future. For instance, I don't think the Dig Quad is there yet. No, it'll be there in the next few weeks. And then if you want to reinstall one of the boards, just go here, and instead of having the vanilla WLED, it will have most of the things you need pre-configured of it, which makes it easier to get started. Just updated the Dig2Go and Dig-Octa firmwares. Cool, thank you, Philip. Awesome. Oh, Frank is here. Did I miss all the WLED stuff? No. We just did a very, very basic compile. Where are we? Here we are. And we're now going to do a slightly more complicated compile. Right? So let's go back to Visual Studio Code. And next to Platform I/O, we also have a Platform I/O override. And here we can start making our custom versions. Now, at first I was like, okay, I can go through how you set this up and where you find everything you need to do. But let me paste in a pre-configured version I've made myself for the Dig2Go. Let's see, where is it? There we go. And then we can run through what's all in there and why it's in there, right? So this is a pre-configured version. So I'm using the ESP32 dev board. The first change you'll see for this definition is that I up the upload speed. If you're uploading directly from Visual Studio Code, you can tell it to use a higher speed. And the build unflags and are all the same as in the Platform I/O file. Where is it? Let me check here. Let me find the ESP32 basic configuration. As you can see, okay, so here, this is the default environment target we just compiled. So the ESP32 dev has all this information, and then it'll compile a normal version for you. What we're doing with the Platform I/O override file is we're basically taking that basic version, and then we're going to add some commands to that. Rakesh, yeah, Dig2Go is pretty new. It's only been pre-released, but it'll be released soon. And it's a really easy little tiny box with a button and just easy to connect a USB stick or a USB strip and USB-C. So it'll run from your phone charger basically, and it'll run your LEDs. It has a little microphone inside and things like that. So that's what we need to configure. So we disable blink and lock zone. One moment, please. Where did you upload that, Philip? So we need to set some settings by default because we want to turn things on and off, and we want to set some pins and things like that in the pre-compile. So we disable blink and lock zone to free up some memory and some processor speed. We enable infrared. WLED name, that's not correct. WLED release name is Dig2Go. Then we give it a server name, so if you search for it, you can actually see this is a Dig2Go. Then we tell it, okay, set my LED pin to 16, because, that's what it's connected to on the Dig2Go. Oh, the mod, okay. I wrote the article on the Enterprise Smart Home Syndrome. Oh, I guess I have to read that, huh, Frank? Default LED count, let's give it 300 default LEDs, and then you can influence the power limiter. So let's give it 1250 milliamp instead of the standard 850. The Dig-to-Go has an internal relay, so we need to set the relay pin for that. Yes, this is the way it expects it. So it needs a quote slash quote, the name, backslash quote quote. Trust me, yeah, it needs to be like that. So it needs a relay pin. We have a button pin. There's infrared on the Dig-to-Go, so we set the infrared pin. And then we want to have a user mod. And we'll be looking at a user mod later too. We'll use a different user mod. But we want a user mod. And if we look here in the user mod directory, we have a user mod called audioreactive. And if you want to compile those user mods, the first thing you should do is read the readme file that's included in there, because it'll tell you certain things to do and to set. I've already done that, so let's go back to my override file. I tell it, okay, I want the user mod, and I want to enable it, and I want this type of microphone. Then I need to set some other pins for the microphone again, and I want to set a default value for squelch, and I want to set a default value for gain. Now, what is often forgotten is that in those README files, it'll tell you if it needs extra libraries that aren't included or that it can download automatically. Because you need to tell it, okay, you have library dependencies, and you can find those over here. And I know if you've never done this, this is all abracadabra and gibberish. Just sit down for it and try and build a config, and it'll tell you what's going wrong. And then maybe come back to this video, and then it'll make sense. Like, okay, it's going to tell you, I can't find this Arduino FFT library. Well, that's because you didn't add this line. But in the README file of the user mod, it tells you to add that line. So, no. We're starting to make pre-compiled binaries too, where all of this is done. But it's often a question where people want some kind of user mod. And, well, this is to explain how to enable those. Oh, you used to have a chat. Sorry about that. I don't know where the chat went. There we go, chat's back. Yeah, I get this is ouch. That's why we've started a new website, Frank. Where is it? We've started install.Quinled.info. And on there, we will have pre-compiled binaries for all the boards and all the board variants, where all of these things have been preset. So you can either download the normal WLED and set those things in the GUI, or you can go here and get a pre-compiled binary, or I could even probably add some pages where we note down the things you can just copy and paste for an environment, so you can edit it yourself to do your own compile if you want a different user mod or something like that. But if you go here, you can just connect it to USB and then flash it, done. And it's using ESP Web Tools that you guys wrote. So I've got a nice powered by ESP Web Tools here. So, you know. Chat is behind the face camera. No, it's appearing right above it. It's not a real relay there, Rob. It's a MOSFET-based circuit. But, yeah, in the end it works the same. It cuts off the power. So if you hit the button, or in WLED hit the software button, the output to the LEDs is actually fully cut off. So the idle current is like 0.3 watts or something like that. And of course, thank you WLED. Yeah. But let's continue with that compile real quick. Because that's the one we're actually going to flash. I'm getting confused here. Okay. So, can I lower this? I guess so. No, whatever. So this is a pre-made environment where I say, okay, enable infrared and set some options here for the LED pins and the relay pins, and enable the user mod for audioreactive because it's not in there but by default. And then you have to configure all the pins and the settings for that user mod. We have to include a library. things like that. And in theory, we should now be able to go like, okay, I want to have the default environments is the Dig-to-Go, because that's how I named my environment. And let's save that real quick. And then this is called platform override .ini.sample, but we don't want to have that as a sample. We want to have that as the actual file so we can also compile it, right? And let's, in theory, this should work. So let's build that. For some reason, it's still broken. I hate that. Build binary only. Yes, donating to AirCookie is. I appreciate all the donations to me, but I'm just some YouTuber guy who makes hardware, and I appreciate all of you guys buying it. That's very much appreciated, and I put a lot of time in my videos and things like that. But AirCookie certainly deserves some love, and some other of the WLED team also. I've already made some donations again recently, because I really value their work. Let me quickly get a link there. If you wish to donate to WLED and AirCookie, you can use that link to donate to him directly. Cool! Our flashing was successful. So now let's do it another way. I'm going to connect my Dig-to-Go to USB-C. There we go. And instead of hitting the build button, I'm going to hit the upload button. And in theory, that should work. Because then it'll directly flash it without having to go through another flashing program and stuff like that. That Quinled always flashing, of course. There we go. Writing. Now, this is actually correct, but I'm going to do something. Do I have ESP2 on here? Because this does not erase what's configured on there. I don't actually know how to do a erase. Maybe I can do it in platform.io. Hold on. Of course, my Dig-to-Go isn't here. There's already a config on this Dig-to-Go, so I kind of want to erase everything on there and then flash it. I guess I could do an ESP32 dev. No, it also doesn't have an erase. Erase flash. There we go. What's wrong with USB-C? Okay, so now it should have erased flash, so we need to go back and flash it again. Right, upload. I'm wondering if this is going to work or it needs the bootloader now. I guess we'll see. It's PD compatible. It's not actually PD, but it'll ask for 5 volt 3 amps. So yeah. Okay, so oh, Dr. Z's is here. Nice. So let's see if it actually did flash that. Because in theory, yep, there we go. Let me take this view real quick. In theory, we now have a WLED AP. Okay. Normally it'll ask for a password, but in our case, it's just the default WLED 1234 password, which we've used dozens of times before. So let's connect to that. And we can immediately see one of the new features that's pretty cool. If we go to the Wi-Fi setup, because we want to hook it up to our network so I can use it on my computer and things like that. Oh, I'll send you one, Frank. You don't have to order it if you want. We can hit the scan button now. And, well, there you go. It found my networks. Now, I'm not going to show you my networks, all the networks. Next thing is we fill in a password. So I'm going to do that over here too. You can see my last letter there. Oh, it's gone too. Okay, save and connect. No, don't go away. So my phone will now return because it should connect to the Wi-Fi. Please connect to the new IP. Okay, yeah. So now my phone returns to my normal Wi-Fi network. You could scan in the app. I guess we could try that. I don't normally use it that way. Sorry. Because we want to know the IP that it got. So let's see if I can discover it. Oh, found Dig-to-Go. Nice. That's because we set in those compiling features that it needs to be called a Dig-to-Go instead of just a WLED or whatever. So it says it found a Dig-to-Go. Okay. And, well, here's our Dig-to-Go. Cool. Okay, that seems to work. I just need to look up the IP though. Okay. Let's get a browser. Of course, I now forgot the IP. There we go. But first, let's take a quick look at the Dig-to-Go, because it's new for Frank. How did it happen, Frank? Let's take a standard LED strip. And, well, let's unpower our little box here. Yeah, it's basically a little custom mold plastic case. So we're doing a full custom mold, etc. It comes with a little pigtail cable from the internal connector to a JST SM, which is the default connector for LED strips. And then it has some DuPont pins here for 5 volt, 3.3 volt and ground if you wanted to have some extensions, and 4 GPIOs so you can plug in extra buttons or sensors, or even I2C is available, etc. It has a built-in digital microphone. It has a nice button with a satisfying click. And then of course it has USB-C input, which is USB to serial, but also for power. So I'm going to get a power cord from a adapter now instead of one from a USB port. And let's connect that. Light should turn on there. And well, the only thing we need to do is we plug in the LED strip. That's it. That's it. Plug in USB-C, plug in LED strip. Done. It works. That's it. I couldn't make it simpler than this. So let's go back to the Chrome scene. In theory, we should now be able to change the colors. Yep, that seems to be working. And if we look... Oh, we're not in PC mode. Where's my PC mode? I forgot how to enable PC mode. Uh-oh. Well, let's leave it like this. Let's go to LED preferences. And remember those precompile flags we set? Well, it has set our brightness limiter. I'm going to up this because I have way more power available. And I have efficient LEDs. I do want to leave it enabled because we only have about 3 to 3.5 amps of that the little box can do. But that's plenty to run basic LEDs. We have 300 LEDs on pin 16. That's all been auto set. We have a button and we have IR. And very important for the Dig-to-Go, we have a relay pin set. because there's a relay in there. And if you do not set this relay pin, you can configure everything else, but the LEDs won't turn on. So you have to configure that pin. So let's save that. Oh, that gets it a bit brighter because now we're not power limited. We can turn it off, turn it on. We can also hit the button. That works. And in theory, if we now go to usermods, because that's one of the things that's new in WLED 14 or 0.14, in usermods, we now have audioreactive because we compiled that in Visual Studio Code. And we already compiled in which pins it needs and which type of digital microphone we have. So the only thing we need to do is hit enable, hit save, and we do have to reboot the module to make that work. So let's go. I know it says it over here, but it's not working yet. So let's reboot it. IR, it has a little IR receiver over here if you don't want to take out your phone all the time, or you're not as WLED savvy or Home Assistant savvy to control it through there. Okay, hold on, let me do it like that. There we go. So now, in theory, if we go to effects and we sort by okay, one of the new things in WLED, if you look at the effects, now it's gone, is it has this little bar here, and you can sort for audio reactive effects. This only reacts to volume effects, and this reacts to frequency effects. So let's do a volume effect, and let's do gravimeter, and as you can see, it automatically works. So yeah, and you can oh, this is a bit faster, I guess. Graph center. I don't know. You can, you know, noise fire. That's a good one. Yeah, wow, noise fire. You can instantly use audio reactive effects because the digital microphone is built into the little box. And it's actually quite sensitive. I generally have to turn down sensitivity instead of up. Let's take a look at the other effects too. So this is graph frequency. Okay. DJ light. Okay. Wow, okay. It does all kinds of audio stuff. I do have a lot of fun with that stuff, yeah. So Philip already made sure that on install.Quinled.info, the exact version we just compiled is available for the Dig-to-Go. And we're working on the other versions. I believe the Dig-Octa is updated too. But yeah, this is how you custom compile. And I know this wasn't a great explanation running you through all of the steps, but it might still help you if you sit down for it and you want to do a custom compile, where to look, and basically what order to do things. Cool, Brian. Yeah, they're limited in available power, so this will do only 3 amps. Well, if you want to run this LED strip at max brightness 100% RGB white, which looks horrible, but still, you'd need 13 amps. But if you're doing effects and single colors and things like that, and you don't need the ultimate brightness for if all the LEDs are lit up at the same time, a Dig-to-Go is fine for running 300 or so LEDs. Frank, I believe they have a sort of pseudo audio generator or something like that, so that if you don't have a microphone, it'll generate some random input to still have them do something, I believe. Of course, my voice starts to give out. So, this is a basic compile for the Dig-to-Go. I know it's still not very simple, and that's why we're creating the... Wait, why didn't it work? The pre-compiled versions. Oh, there we go. I told it to go to another source, but it's not doing it. Why? Dig-to-go. Code. Yes. No. What? It doesn't want to switch back to my Visual Studio Code. What's going on? There we go. Okay, sorry. OBS confusion. Sure, Frank. If you want one, I can mail you one. That's fine. You know, I'm always up for providing samples. That's okay. So this is for a Dig-to-go. The next thing we want to do is we want to hook up a Dig-Octa and check out a precompiled environment for that. Now, as I said, we're not going to run through actually thinking it up. We have those pre-made, or we're working on having those pre-made. And that's also going to be using a user mod, which is the I2C temperature sensor on there. So let's take a quick look at this. We call this environment the Dig-Octa 32.8L ETH on, because it has Ethernet and things like that. And this is basically a definition of how you want to have WLED compiled and have things preset. So this part is actually exactly the same as for the Dig-to-go or the standard ESP32 dev environment. But then we're going to change a few things. We're going to call this the WLED release name Dig-Octa 32.8L, and we're going to tell it use Ethernet. Now this is one of the things where version 0.14 comes in. The Ethernet on my Dig-Octa brainboards is a different definition than on the other Quinled boards because of pin reasons and things like that. And so we needed a new Ethernet definition for that, and that has been included in version 0.14. All versions before that needed slight modification of the code, but the new version has it included. So that is network type number 8. Basically, we don't want Wi-Fi sleep. I don't know if that option works now. We want to disable blink. We have a relay pin, a button pin. We don't have an RR pin, and if you don't have a pin, you set it to -1. And then we configure it to have a number of strips. Now, I don't believe this value does anything anymore. It did so in previous versions, but I still have it in there. I basically pre-configure this to... oh, wait, I actually need to change this, because there's too many in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we actually need to delete this one. Because we want to have the temperature sensor, and one of the I2C pins shares a pin with the LED 8 channel. So you can either choose to have the LED 8 channel, or you can use the temperature sensor. Not both. Oh, Philip actually just pointed this out. Very nice, Philip, thanks. And we actually should also include the I2C pins, but I don't know how to define those from head. Is Andy here? Do you know, Philip, how to set the I2Cs in there? Because I believe that's a -D HW. Oh, there we go. SCL. Yes. And then I actually need to look this up. So if you don't know the pins for the board you're using, it's very... No, that's my live streaming thingy. Where is my... I'm so confused. Hold on just a second, please. There we go. If you go to Quinled.info and you need to find the pin, currently, and we're looking at restructuring the website maybe, currently you need to go to digitally addressable LEDs, and we want to know the pins for the Dig-Octa system. So we go to Dig-Octa system, you go to the brainboard, and there is a pinout guide, sorry, and in that pinout guide it'll tell you all the GPIO pins you can configure for the LEDs, for the SD card, I2C, for the relay, buttons, and for Ethernet. But currently we're interested in I2C, So SDA needs to be GPIO 32. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Minus D HW pin SDA is 32 and SCL is 13. Okay, let me get you back to Visual Studio Code. So now we've added this to the definition where we have the hardware pin for I2C defined, and then we enable a user mod called SHT, because we have a SHT30 temperature sensor on the board, and we also give it a name called Dig-Octa, so that if you're looking for the board in the WLED overview, you can basically find it. Now this needs a library again for that user mod that's not included by default. Oh, you actually have different values there. I guess I should use those. Are you sure those are correct, Philip? Interesting. Let's try the pins it came with. I know there was a discussion about this, but I don't remember what the end result was and about how to use it. If Andy gave that to you, I'm going to use it. Okay. Because Andy's been experimenting more with it than I have. And this is likely SCL. Okay, that should give us everything we need to be able to build this version. So let's see if that compiles. So we set it to basically have it compile this version, and let's build it first and see if it wants to build. Binary only. Now it'll do a lot of installing and unpacking and things like that again. Okay, it got the SHT library there. There goes the magic smoke. It wouldn't have smoked, I think. Let me, no, I don't have to disconnect this. I can just put it to the side. Because we need the Dig-Octa system here. So the Dig-Octa system is a little bit of a bigger beast. But it comes with USB-C nonetheless. Is it on screen? Oh, our compile succeeded. Excellent. So it also has a USB-C port, which also is able to provide it from power, or at least power for the brain board. It doesn't power the power board, but we don't need the power board right now. So we're going to do the same thing as we did before. We're going to erase. Oh, let's connect Ethernet real quick. We're going to erase what's on this ESP32 first. Erase flash. Yeah, that is a beast. Yeah, but instead of being able to handle 3 amps, this is able to handle 50 amps. And then there is a... let me show you something real quick. So, Frank, if you think that's big, this is the mothership. This is able to handle 100 amps of current. So yeah. So for the Dig-Octa system and for people who are new, they are split in between brain boards, which are these, and power boards. And to create a controller, they basically stack together using these metal standoffs, and those also transfer power from the power board to run a brain board, or actually a stack of brain boards if you want to expand your controller. So if you need more power, you add on more power boards, and if you need more LED processing power or ports or stuff like that, you add on more brain boards. So this is the opposite side of a Dig-to-Go. This is if you want to run multiple LED strips and thousands of LEDs and Christmas shows and things like that. Actually, although we made slightly less of the HC version, the high current version that does 100 amps, that is actually the first version of the brainboard that sold out. The normal versions are still somewhat available. We have a few. But the HC, the high current versions, they were gone the quickest. It's nuts. Right, so we just cleaned or erased the flash of this ESP32. So in theory, that's not doing anything anymore. And now we're going to back to our platform IO override, where we made our custom Dig-Octa 328L ETH on over here. And let's upload that. Are you in stage building now? I'm not, but people are using it for that. Okay, it flashed, so let's remove power and apply power again. And one of the indications that this board has, actually, it has a blue indicator if the relay output is on or off, and in this case you just saw it turn on, and in theory Ethernet is also on. Yeah, Ethernet is blinking away, so that means it flashed successfully, because otherwise that blue light wouldn't turn on. Jeremy Johnstone has 7 HCs. I have a 100 amp power supply tied to both of mine. Dice. Well, that's one can finished. Cool. Okay. So we finished flashing. Now, because this is an Ethernet board and we preset the Ethernet variant, I can't really search for it in the WLED app, because in my case that's 2 different VLANs or subnets. So I'm going to quickly look in my router to see which IP it got. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let me show you guys too. And here we go. It's actually called Dig-Octa, and I think we're able to see that somewhere over here. No? Well, yeah, okay. Current instance is Dig-Octa, because we, again, preset that during compile. Let me make that a little bit bigger. And again, if we check here the LED preferences, we see that we have the higher power limit that we set during the compile, and we have all the outputs pre-configured up to 7. And in theory, we should then also have... Oh no, we don't have the temperature sensor yet, but we did compile that usermod temperature sensor in there. So let's go to config, usermods. It does have the SHT sensor mod in there, because these are the user mods. I2C has been preset, so those values seem to be correct there, Philip. And let's enable that. We want Celsius. Let's save that. Let's go back. And there we go. 35C with 24% humidity. And we're still kind of tuning that there, because it does seem to read out slightly high values. We're not really sure why that is. If we use the same sensor in ESP Home, I believe it generally shows a little bit lower value. So we're still looking into that, if we maybe have to apply an offset or something like that. But then again, this is not meant for room or anything like that temperature sensing. This is meant for sensing temperature of the board, right? So it'll always be slightly warmer than your environment temperature, because there's a buck converter on there and there's multiple LDOs on there, etc. So the board will heat up. That's normal. It's supposed to do that. And that's why this temperature sensor will always show you a little bit more than what your room temperature is. Now, there are I2C pins on here, so if you wanted to connect an external temperature sensor, you use these pins, which have let's see here. We have SDA, SCL, ground, and 3.3 volt. And because you already configured this sensor on board, if you get another SHD sensor and give it a different address, you can just hang it off of these wires, and then you can do your box temperature, so the air in the box, or a room, or whatever you wanted to measure with that. But normally, if you have this in your box and you just measure the board temperature, you can still detect the rise and the fall of the temperatures. And, you know, if the board becomes 100 degrees Celsius, that might be an issue. No, there's no theory here there, Stephen K. Everything I say that will work with 3 amps, 50 amps, or 100 amps, or whatever, has been tested well beyond that limit. So I have run hours and hours of testing running the full load that I rated for, actually generally 125 or 150% of the load I rated for. And I use thermal imaging, multiple temperature probes, etc., 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 to make sure it'll actually do what I say it will do. Yeah, Dale Scott, exactly what Philip says. Go to install Quinled.info, and basically what we just compiled should be there ready to use. Cool. Right, so let's see here. Let's refresh this. Yeah, it's reading slightly higher because the board's likely getting a little bit warmer. But we only hooked this up to USB-C. Brainboard will run fine from that, but our LEDs won't. And it's time for the second secret. We've got more secret this streams, because I have a new type of LED strip again, which we're going to test live, because I haven't used it yet. The WLED lives? Okay. Interesting. Of course there's more. There is this unassuming bag with no information on it, but it has an interesting strip inside that I wanted to test. Now it's IP67 rated, so it is fully weather sealed in theory. Let me see. But it has a few interesting things. So let's try and focus that. First off, if you look closely, it has a track for 12 volt, track for 5 volt, data in, and ground. What? It has 12 volt and 5 volt? How does that make sense? Well, that's what we're going to find out. And then next to that, it has a SK6812 RGB WLED. Now, the reason it has both those things... yeah, I believe this is a form of X-Connect. I'm not sure if it... I believe it's X-Connect. It actually, on the back of the strip, every half-meter segment has a little buck converter built in. So, these LEDs are actually 5 volt, but then it has a different track for 12 volt, and each of the half-meter segments has a buck converter converting it to 5 volt. So that segment runs off of 5 volt, but there's basically a 12 volt bus bar running all over the strip to these buck converters. And I haven't actually turned this on yet, so I hope it works. And we can also actually see that. I have to find a connection point. Right, so if you look over here, Sorry, my voice is giving out. Instead of 4 pads, you see it only has 3 pads. And on the top, you see that it's only connecting 12 volt, data in and ground. So those 5 volts are, well, you can see it here, are in every half a meter segment has its own 5 volt segment basically, and only 12 volt is running through the whole strip. Interesting, right? Because the only single addressable 12 volt that we know of is WS2815. But that's RGB only. So if you want single addressable RGBW, this in theory would be it. In theory, because I haven't tested it yet. So yes, you powered the strip with 12 volt. Okay, let me hook that up. Hold on, because I need to prepare this little cable here, because that's not long enough. So let's hook that up to the Dig-Octa, try it out, see if it works, and then in the end, let's try and send whatever this is doing audio reactive over the network from the Dig2Go to the Dig-Octa. See if that works. Oh no, it had that stupid powder inside. I hate that. Hold on. Okay, well, we have some longer conductors here. We want, do we want ferrules? No, let's not. I think they're pre-tinned, so let's not use ferrules, but let's make these a little bit bigger. I'll try and show you. There we go. Okay. Okay, that should do. My desk is a mess. Sniff it! No! There we go. Uh-oh. No, okay. I thought I accidentally knocked a component off the board, but I don't think so. Soldered on there plenty well. Okay, so we have our Dig-Octa here. And let's take our screwdriver. And generally, if we have these wires, that means that what would normally be live, so brown in our case, is actually positive. Okay, and then negative is normally what would be neutral. Here we go, and then let's just put this in our first data channel. Let's see if the screwdriver fits. I think so. Yep. Did I open it enough? Yes. Oh, I probably didn't put that strip in the description, huh? I'll look at that in a minute. Let's first test it. Okay, let's bend this out of the way a little bit, like that. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay. And let me move my power supply over here. It's a bit janky, but it'll work. Now, in theory, it should power up, but give us the wrong colors. Because we just pre-configured it for RGB, but this is RGBW. So in theory, that's not going to work. Or at least it'll work, but it'll show the wrong colors. Let's try and plug this in. It's kind of malformed during transport, but it still fits. We even have the cap here. Oh. Nice. So this makes a fully weather-sealed connector, especially if you have prefabricated extension connectors. Okay, let's, I don't know, drape this on here like that. Sorry about my scraping my voice. It's, I should drink more Coke, isn't it? Let's go to the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Lemon. You know, lemon's good for you, isn't it? Okay. Let's turn on power. See if it explodes. Nope. No explosions. Turned on, but as I predicted, it's showing very funky colors because it's configured for RGB and not RGBW. So let's go into the controller. Let's refresh this. Okay, not red yet because it just booted. That's fine. Let's go into config, LED preferences. Let's delete all these because we're not going to use those right now. Delete, 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 delete. And we just need number 1. We have 300. The GPIO pin's correct, but we have SK6812. Right? And let's disable the power limiter because we don't use power limiters here. We have a Dig-Octa. Come on. Save. Oh. And there we go. Seems to be working. Let's do full brightness. I want to see how much power it uses. Oh, it's only using 23 watts? That's not a lot. Let's do white. 44 watts on white. Okay, and red. 21 watts, 22 watts. No, 21 watts. That's actually pretty in line with, I believe, the normal SK6812. I'd have to look that up in our real-time power sheets. Cool. This works. Let's do some effects. Color twinkles. Or color winkle, as Dr. Zeus calls it. Dr. Pepper! Yeah, I'm trying to get Coca-Cola sponsoring, and Dr. Zeus is trying to get Dr. Pepper sponsoring. Cool, but yeah, this seems to work just fine. Dancing shadows. Wait, did I miss oh, I missed a donation. Philip, links for this strip. I'll get on that in a... Okay, I'll get on that right now. Hold on just a second. Need to go to AliExpress. Let's see, my orders. So, Philip actually tested a different variant of this kind of strip, which used dropper resistors to go from 12 volt to 5 volt for the LEDs, but that was so inefficient that it would use like 100, 120 watts or something like that. So any advantage of having a higher voltage was negated by the insane power usage, and this thing has a buck converter, so it's much more efficient. Okay, let's see if I can link this page. I cannot. I have to try and make an affiliate link out of this. 1 second, please. No. Oh, here we go, I think. Is this it? No, this is RGB. One moment more, please. Okay, screw the affiliate link for now. I'll put it in the description if I can, or otherwise ask on the Discord server. But it's one of those sellers that doesn't allow direct affiliate linking, so there you go. That's the strip that I'm using. And it's 53 euro for 5 meters. So it's a bit more expensive than normal RGBW, but not that much. Okay, let's play with the effects a little bit more. Color loop. Oh. Fire. Yeah, and it's definitely single LED addressable, like we expected. Fireworks starburst. There we go. Okay, let's move the controller out of the screen a little bit. Okay, so now we have a working 12-volt LED strip on our Dig-Octa. We still have our Dig-to-Go here blasting away with the sound effects. And we also have the temperature sensor working on the Dig-Octa, because those were both user modifications. The standby current of this LED strip, that's a good question. Let's turn it off. Yeah, that's a bit hard to say, because the power supply I have connected is a LRS 600-12, so that's a 600 watt or 50 amp power supply. So that's a beast. But currently, with the LEDs off, but the Dig-Octa power, but that only takes like half a watt or something, it's drawing 9 watts from the wall. Yeah. And with this on, it's drawing 13 watts. Oh, we can actually, wait, we have a different test we can do. So it's currently drawing 9.24 watts, okay? 9.24. 8.8. Oh wow, that's very little. Okay, we're at 8.8 watts from the wall. 9.3. 9.2. Yeah, that's not a good test, because the power supply has idle power consumption, and if I lower or raise it, it doesn't mean it actually starts using more or less power, because less of it is idle and more of it is actually used. So I have to use a bench power supply to measure that correctly. Clamp meter. Yeah, I have a clamp meter. In theory. Yeah, that's for standby measurements. I'd have to use my bench power supply. Goodbye, Christmas money. The LEDs at the solder point look closer together. No. To me, they're pretty evenly spaced. It just doesn't have... slightly closer together. Let me focus that. Yeah, they're slightly closer together, but especially if this is in a diffuser channel, I'd be hard pressed that you'd be able to see that. I think you could cut it anywhere you like, but you have to have one of the buck converters on the segment you cut. So you can still cut it anywhere you like, but you'll have a longer spare piece, basically. These are set to 300 because they're single LED addressable. So if you look at these effects, that is definitely single LED addressable. Right? Okay. Now, before my voice completely dies, let's go back to the Dig-to-Go, and I should still have that here. And let's try and put that in a shot too, but my cable isn't very long. Oh, there it works. It works. So that's in the shot too. Yeah, and it's still reacting to audio. Okay, that's good. Let's go back here. Let's set the Dig-Octa to solid, and let's make it a little bit less. There. And then let's go to the Dig. Let's copy its IP address, right? Let's go to the Dig-to-Go, config, LED preferences, and in the hardware setup, let's add a channel, and add a oh, that's an interesting one. It needs to be RGBW, doesn't it? Let's add a DDP RGBW network, and then it asks for an IP. That doesn't work. So that's 1010 128 114. Yes. And there is 300 LEDs. So we're telling the Dig-to-Go that there is a second LED strip connected, but it's connected to a remote board on this IP address, and that has RGBW and this IP address. Let's see what happens. Save. It turned off. Ha! It's working. It was that easy. Okay, let's go to the Dig-Octa again. Let's turn up that brightness. Hello? Yep, that's working. So now, the Dig-to-Go... Oh, okay. Well, yeah. The Dig-to-Go is receiving the sound. It's displaying it on its own LED strip, which is LED strip 1. And then it's also sending it over Wi-Fi through my network back through to the Ethernet here, because, well, you can see the Ethernet light going nuts, because it's receiving all that LED data, which is the sound data for what's now being displayed on the Dig-Octa. Such a bummer. If everything works out of the box in a live stream, it's almost like I prepared it. I prepared some stuff. I didn't prepare everything. So let's interesting. If you go to the Dig-Octa, WLED is receiving live DDP from 1024.1.121. That's our Dig-to-Go here. To use built-in effects, we can override it, but we don't want to do that. We actually want to go here to the Dig-to-Go, and we want noise effects, and let's go, I don't know, graph frequency. Nice. Wow. The latency is pretty good. Wow. Can you see that? It's basically simultaneous. I'd be hard pressed to really see a difference. This must be a recording. Yes. And I had ChatGPT predict all your chat messages. So I used AI to predict which chat messages I would get during my live stream, and then I pre-recorded this whole thing. Even that you'd figure it out. Say my name as proof this isn't a recording. Well, ChatGPT would have known your name too. So, Nicholas Rutledge, this is actually real time. Let's do a noise move. I don't know what that does. One of the things that's interesting in the info here on the Dig-to-Go, which has the microphone, you can raise the input level. Oh, actually, it just lowers the gain. I don't know about that. I don't know. I still have to play with that. So let's go to these type of effects. And noise fire. Wow. Okay, that goes completely crazy. That's not good. Okay. Mid noise. Hello. That's a bit nicer. Now, if you're looking at these LEDs and these LEDs and you're like, huh, those are much more vibrant than these, that's because this is IP65, so it has the epoxy layer, which will guide the light upwards. And and this has IP67, so it has the silicone sleeve, and it just doesn't do as much of that. Philip, what are you doing, man? Donation reactions can be predicted, so let's make Quinled do nuts with donations. Okay, thank you very much, Philip. That's really appreciated. I'll drink one on that. Exactly, Frank. That's why it's called ChatGPT. It's the ultimate live stream prediction AI, so we don't have to do an actual live stream anymore. But why would you? I enjoy doing live streams. Any ETA for US stock on the Dig-Octa and Power 5, Power 7? I explained a little bit earlier in the stream. I actually currently don't know. Allnet in China and basically the whole of Shenzhen have kind of let go of their COVID rules. So, long story short, they're understaffed right now and only have 2 people in the office, which will do all orders that come in. But if I have to send a big order to Dr. Z's, that's work for a few people for a few days to prepare those orders. So I'm not sure they're currently going to have time for that. So we were planning on having a new batch sent to Dr. Z's, but I don't know if it's still going to happen before Chinese New Year, which is on the 15th. We're trying. If you want to make sure you have it before that time or have it sent out before that time, buy it from Worldwide. But we're certainly trying to get Dr. Z's another batch. So, yeah. Exactly, Dutch Maker. Chinese New Year is certainly coming. Cool. Well, that was all my subjects for this live stream. I wanted to have a pre-compiled version for the Dig-To-Go, which had the microphone in there and the user mod in the new WLED version 0.14. Warm HA and LED. That's a funny name. If you do expedited shipping, yeah, you'll have it anywhere in the world is an overstatement, but like the US or the Netherlands, you'll have it within a week. Easily, few days. Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. But then you have to pay for expedited shipping. And I get that's expensive. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Pixels. And let's change the color. Let's make it random. Random colors. Woo! Wait, we're not seeing the LED strip anymore. There's wires everywhere. Okay, there we go. That is so cool. That actually works way better than expected over the network. Partially, that's because there's a full-blown ESP32 in the Dig-To-Go. Oh, guys, that's a pretty quick. Nice. Yeah, so ordering from Worldwide is fine, but I get that expedited shipping to get it quickly is expensive, and otherwise you're waiting a few weeks and it's still not really cheap. So I get it, but yeah. So we pre-compiled a version for the Dig-To-Go with the audioreactive user mod, and that works excellent. And I mean, even the button. Oh, what happened here? Oh, okay. It went back to the effect because the Dig-To-Go. I hit the button to turn it off. Let's turn it on again. Oh, yeah, there we go. So even the button in theory works. Okay, so Philip has a good point. The amount of LEDs you can drive like this is limited. One ESP32 with WLED can do about 2,000 to 2,500 LEDs if it's real-time calculating effects. And you can actually see that in here. If you go to the info screen here, you can see a average frame rate. Let's refresh that a little bit. Currently it's 38, 37, so that's a decent frame rate. But the more LEDs you start adding, the more processing it needs to do, and then especially if you're going to use advanced features like sending those pixel data off through the network, etc., it all has to work harder for that. And even the audio reactive, it also has to work harder for that because that's a CPU intensive task, analyzing those audio signatures. So you're still limited to the amount of LEDs you can run. It's not like you can make a central ESP32 that's just generating thousands of LEDs of data and then sending it to remote boards. That's not going to work. You need to use X-Lights or LED effects or something like that for that. Richard Campbell. Oh man, I just set up a Dig-To-Go from scratch, had some fairy lights plugged in, then added a few DDP strings. Works a charm. It's excellent, right? That is awesome. Love it. And we can also see the temperature here. Oh. So yeah, WLED version 0.14, even live experimenting with it here and running all kinds of features, seems to be doing great. It's excellent. Oh, Thug Life is here. I'll kick more things. What? Oh, nice, Dr. Z's. My internet is totally down now. Have restarted the modem a couple of times. Still no go. Dr. Z's, anytime my internet started dying intermittently, it's been the adapter of the modem, not the modem itself. Basically, those kind of enclosed adapters, I don't have one here, those adapters you get with everything, they run really hot inside because they're not a, metal ventilated box. So they'll easily, adapters like these, right? They'll run really hot inside. And there's capacitors in there, and they're only rated for so many hours for a certain temperature. So over time, those capacitors will start to degrade, and the output voltage would start to sag under load. So where it's a 12-volt adapter to start with, it'll do that for 1 or 2 years, and then it's 11.5 volt, 11.3, 11.2, 11.1. It can't maintain its regulation, basically. So if check if the adapter is 12 volt, and then check if it uses a normal barrel plug or whatever, and then rig something up, I don't know, even with a bench power supply if you have to. But you can often also just measure the power adapter for your modem with a multimeter. Now, there's a difference between measuring under load and without load, but if it's a capacitor problem, often without load, it'll also already show a lower voltage. So if you have one that is compatible and the right voltage, try a different adapter, and that might actually, solve it. So I hope you heard me, Dr. C's. Oh, it even got the colors right on one of my Dig-Uno that has a strand of SK6812 and a WS2812 strand plugged in on separate GPIOs. Awesome. It's been working all this time. Dig modem adapter is the next big project. You guessed it. No. Yeah. TLDR, TL didn't listen. Check the power adapter. Replace it if you can. Link the quad behind you too. What? That's just a normal quad. You want a link to Quinled.info? It's okay. You can have a link to Dig quad. There we go. Bam! Cool. Yeah, try that. See if that fixes it. No, he has a modem, and I believe he has UniFi, so he should have a UniFi router. So I think in his case, it's just a modem. Or it should be bridged or something like that. Oh, Dig to go? Sure. Dig to go. Oh, I think. I get it. You're right. That is actually running an older version. But let's try it. Let's add it. Okay. So that is this IP. 200.141. That's another subnet. Something is happening. Why is this happening? That's interesting. Did you guys see that? Let me get this on screen. So this is working fine. Config. Okay. LED preferences. Oh, it spazzed out just now. Okay, so let's do a DDP RGB. 10, 200. Garage wall is 141. This has 288 LEDs. Yeah, so if it doesn't work, it's probably because of the old version, but we can just upgrade it. Save. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Okay, so let's go to this one. Let's see what it's running. Oh, wow, it's running 0.12. Oh, what's, hello? It's sometimes flashing. Not sure what's going on. Okay, let's upgrade that. Let's try a real upgrade. Okay, so let's go to here. There is an ESP32 on there. Let's download that. Huh. It's sometimes flashing randomly. Interesting. Config, security, manual OTA update. Yeah, beta update. Yeah, ooh, live stream OTA. Yeah, okay, well the LEDs froze. Oh no, let's go this view. In theory, it should boot up and then do the audio reactive thing. I certainly hope. Oh, there it goes. It's booting. Yeah. Ah! It worked. Hello. Nice. Yep, it's working. That is awesome. So now we have everything in the room. Oh, there is some flashes here sometimes. You see that? Could be because I just created a giant pile of LEDs. I don't know. Any plans to add smart or remote receiver to Dig boards? Well, I will be looking into differential stuff in the future, but I'm not sure how compatible it will be with other vendors' stuff. Basically, not sure what's going on here. If this is the strip, or that it's the network connection somehow. I don't know. I do not know. Let's try a different effect. No, it's still messing up sometimes. Maybe that ESP32 is getting overloaded. Info. Yeah, it's down to 33 FPS, 32 FPS. It might be that it's not able to process all of the data that's coming in, basically. So let's turn off audio reactive. There we go. And let's do some kind of effect. Color waves. No, it seems to be something with the LED strip itself. It's currently on 33R mode. That might be an issue. Let's switch it back to 249 mode. There we go. Nope, didn't make a difference. Now, is that the LED strip or is that the DDP network stuff? Right? So let's go to this one. Override once. Fairy twinkle. Starburst. You want it solid? Yeah. That seems to be working fine. Yeah, true. The one behind me isn't doing anything strange. Now, this one also has the temperature sensor user mod enabled. In theory, that could give issues. We haven't seen any issues yet. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be LED signal related, right? Because this is working fine. This is working exactly as you'd expect. Flow. That's flow. Okay. Now, how do I turn it on again? Is that sync? No, 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 no. Huh. Let me just reboot it. I don't know how to turn on the receiving again of the LED data, basically. But in theory, I think once it's booted, there. Oh, it's immediately doing it again. Interesting. Oh, it has a funky adapter? Well, maybe try and measure it first then. The star button. No, that star button is peak. Oh, wow. Okay, it's receiving that data. That's actually a good suggestion there. So if you look at the... Oh, you can't see the peak. If you look at the data coming in, see that flashing? That's actually coming in through the network. So we don't have an LED strip problem or a controller problem. We have a data being sent problem. Can I make it worse by, I don't know, shaking the box? I don't know. So it's sending false data somehow. Okay. Maybe it has spotty Wi-Fi reception. I don't know. Can we check that? We can check that. It's at minus 66 dB. That should be decent enough. Maybe the effect we were running was really heavy, because we're getting a higher frame rate now. Still flashing sometimes. Yeah, it is on 3 different subnets. Absolutely. Let me check my router real quick. Shouldn't have any issues. Oh, wow. I might know what the issue is. Let me find it. What the... Why? Where is it? It looked like it was doing several hundred megabits, but I don't see that now. Yeah, but then I'd have to connect something that would be RGB, and I don't have that handy right now. Actually, I think moving the controller so it now has a little bit better Wi-Fi reception seems to... No, did it again. Okay, never mind. So let me find the access point. Backyard, 2.4 gigahertz. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so now it's off. Okay. Turn it on. I think it's broadcasting a lot. Like tens of megabits of traffic. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is not flashing and the other one is. Maybe because they're both on Wi-Fi and the other one is on Ethernet. Although you'd say that Ethernet would always be quicker and faster and better, but I don't know. I do not know what's going on. Okay, so this feature is beta. Yeah, I don't know. Let me try and remove that second one again. LED preferences. Let's remove this one, save. Okay, so that one goes orange. Seems to do a lot better now. I think so. I think that would be smart. So create a separate SSID and have all of the controllers in that subnet or VLAN or whatever. Because now it seems the flicker is basically gone. So we're 1 hour and 55 minutes in. Dr. Z's is still working on his internet. So let's do one more thing. Okay, let's do one more thing. Hold on. I need to get something. Only 3 hours to go. No. I have a little box here, and this is my box of 2D LEDs. So do we want to play with one of these? So this is 32 by 16, or 1, 2, 3, 4, no, by 8. 32 by 8? Yeah, 32 by 8. Or I have 16 by 16. Or I have 8 by 8. What do we want to play with? Yeah, for the 2D effects, exactly. Do we want to do 16 by 16? I think that's the most common version, I think, right? 16. Okay, okay. Everyone's 16, 16. Okay, okay, okay. And we can hook up multiple later. So we'll hook up one first, but I have several, so. Okay, okay, okay. 16 by 16. Okay, so let's turn off the Dig-Octa for now. We don't need that. Because we're going to use a Dig-to-Go. See how that performs, right? That's interesting. So let's disconnect this. There we go. And let's connect this. Wow. There we go. Wait, let me fix my garage wall real quick. I don't know. I'll have to do this. I don't know. So let's, okay, I need this guy. Let's turn the brightness down a little bit. Okay, let's set it to default colors. Less brightness, less brightness. Is it flickering? No, it isn't. No. Okay, let's go to configuration. You can't see that. Configuration, and there is now a 2D configuration menu. And it's set to 1D strip, but we have a 2D matrix. And the panel dimension is 16 by 16, I think, right? We have one panel horizontal, one panel vertical. We can play with that after this. And top left orientation horizontal. Yeah, I guess so. Save. Okay, effects. We should now have another thingy here. That's this guy for 2D effects. So let's try the Akamai. Oh, but it's sound reactive. I guess that's no problem. Okay, let's try black hole. No, that's not working. So we probably have to enable serpentine. Save. Nope, that didn't do it. Then we have to enable serpentine here. Didn't do it either. Oh. Okay, let's try a different effect. DNA spiral. No. DNA? No. Oh, I don't know how this works. Now, I need something that's easily identifiable. Julia. No. Halloween eyes. No. There's quite a lot of 2D effects here. That's nice. Waverly. Oh, this is sound reactive. Oh. Tartan. Okay, now I need something that I can identify to configure it. A black hole. Black hole should be a thing in the middle, I believe. So let's go to here again. Serpentine. It doesn't actually change anything. Okay, that changed something. So we need to configure it down here for panel 0. Okay, so let's keep this horizontal. Save. No, not yet, not yet. Let's do horizontal again. No, still not. It's coming in at the top left. This is the top left, but then it could be like that or that, I guess. Oh, you have 256 pixels now. That's correct. Okay, so let's change that. Oh, let's change this too. Okay, let's remove that. 256. Save. Oh, 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 oh. Look at that. Let me enhance that for you. There we go. Nice, nice bokeh effect. Okay, so what in the end, we set it to 2D. We set it to 16 by 16, one panel, top, left, horizontal, serpentine. So basic settings there. We change it to vertical here, and we added serpentine. So that basically says it has to go zigzag. And as you can see, even though this is a Dig-to-Go, so it's connected over a simple, tiny USB-C brick. Well, I turned down the camera a lot, but it can go... Well, I'll show you on this camera. It can go quite bright. But that's because not LEDs are lighting up at the same time, right? If you would light up all LEDs at the same time, it would get less bright, because then the brightness limiter kicks in. So let's see what effects we have. Effects. Let's go to the top. We have Akame. Oh! And I believe he should be... It's kind of blinding right now. Hold on, I need to change that. Let's go like this. That's still bright enough. I believe it should be sound reactive. But it's just randomly doing things. Okay. Let's go to Android. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I need to turn that down. Okay, I'll change the camera again. There we go. That's good. Oh, it's not 2D anymore. 2D. Okay. Blobs.
I'll tell you the truth.
Hey there from Switzerland. Nearly at the end, but hi. Did I miss some smoke? No. You have to wait for Dr. Z's to get smoke. He's currently blowing up his modem, so... Yeah, one note is volume reactive. 2 notes is frequency or spectrum reactive. Color bursts. Okay. I'll just name the effect. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Crazy bees. Okay. DNA. Yeah, that's pretty cool. DNA spiral. Oh. Drift. Wow. More 16 by 16 panels. Should we check if I have 4 in total? Should we do it? Will the Dig-to-Go explode? I don't know. Let's see. 2, 3. Holy, look at that. What a coincidence that I have 4. Who would have thought that? I can't imagine who thought of getting 4. How does this work? So, okay, let's keep them the same way around. Okay. Sorry it's a bit dark now because I adjusted the camera. These, I guess, need to be in the same orientation. No. Oh no, I don't think it can reach. So we have a problem. I'm basically going from dig to go to this panel, from here to here, from here to here, and then I need to go from here, from over here to over here. That's too long. So this will need to be turned. So we do these upside down. I guess. So we're going from here to here, from here to here, and then from here to here. Tell panel 3 that it's reversed. Yeah, I guess. Now, how do I turn this around? Oh, wow, I broke my nail. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Let's do it. Let's do it. Whoa, there we go. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, we're gonna try it with 3 amps. Well, the connectors are underneath now, so it's not going to be perfect. Let me try and give you a better shot. Yeah, this is an issue with the connectors underneath. Okay, let's do it like that. Chrome. Okay. Configuration 2D. So now we have to say that we have 1024 LEDs. 1024. Save. Nothing changed. Okay. Oh, wait. Configuration 2D. Now we have 2 horizontal and 2 vertical. Save. Nothing changed. Okay, these all need to be serpentine. This one at least needs to be vertical. And the other ones I don't know yet. Let me hit an effect or something. Black hole. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's correct. Sorry. This needs to be 32. Thank you, Nicholas Rutledge. Okay, that did something. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can see. But then we're not seeing anything. I'm gonna turn the brightness limiter off just to check. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, brightness limiter on. I've never used these panels before, so let's hit a solid. Ah. Okay. Oh, wait. You guys... I'm an idiot. Thanks again. uh, 64 by 64. Nothing yet. Wait, it's not doing anything anymore? No, okay. It's it seems to be broken. Let's give it a reboot. Reboot. Ah! Okay. That helped initialize the panels. Okay, let's go to Chase. Let's see what Chase does. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Is that just working? Chase 2? No, that's not working. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. So we need to configure... Uh-oh. Wait! Our setup is gone. What? So we still have 1024 LEDs. But our 2D setup is completely gone. Okay, 2D matrix. 64 by 64. 2 by 2 panels. This is okay for now. This needs to be serpentine. Save. What? 64 by 64 is 4K pixels. Oh, did I? Oh. Sorry. You're right. It needs to be 32 by 32. Maybe that's why it's just erroring out like, I don't know, man. Okay, that's saved. But then, why are the top panels not doing anything? So this is from the bottom right, because, yeah, that's bottom right. This should be bottom right. Well, it did flicker. Let's go to BPM. It's not liking it. So the bottom two are working. Hard reboot. Yeah, sure, I can hard reboot. Not enough amps. No, we checked that. So everything works like this. Let's try Paletti or something like that. Where is it? So like this, I mean, with 1024 LEDs configured, this basically works. Let's see how bright it gets. Well, now we're running 1000 LEDs off of a Dig-to-Go. So, I mean, there are some limitations to brightness there. But it's not too bad. Well, you can see my face lighting up. Awesome, Dr. Z's. Well, we're going to play with the 2D matrix here for like 15 minutes more. And then we're going to round off and then I'll send everyone to your stream. How's that? Yeah, they're all running. So it has to be the 2D configuration. Yeah. So 32 by 32. Okay. Let's go back. Effects. 2D. Oh, 2D stuff. Black hole. Oh, it's starting to do something. But so it's not right yet. Blobs. No, that rebooted. I think. Black hole? Oh no, okay, it's still up. So, 2D configuration. First panel is Oh, the first panel is actually bottom left. Save. Oh wait, yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I haven't played with this enough. It's actually panel dimensions. You guys are right. So this needs to be 16 by 16. Yeah, that's starting to look better. And this is now bottom left. No, this is also bottom left. Oh, no, it's not. What? How did I put these down? It's both top left. Okay, top left. And then for these, it's bottom right. Save. You guys actually have a better view than me because you can see the overview. So now we need to what does the text say? There are instructions there. What? From top left to bottom right order. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so this is top left. And then the next one goes here. Okay. And then but I can't arrange it like that because the wires aren't long enough. But we can serpentine that, I believe. So let's do it like that. No, we can't do it like that. We have to do it like... No, we can't do it like that either. These wires aren't long enough. So the top row is now likely correct. How do I do this one? Yeah, the problem is the wire from this one isn't long enough. So we need to... No, I don't want to solder right now. I think we need to change this around so that those wires are at the bottom. And then we can do it like this. And that would work. And now we need to say that the first panel is at the top right. Yes. Save. 2D configuration. And the panel 0 starts at bottom right. This starts at bottom right. And this one starts at top left. And then top left. Save. Oh, is it empty again? Oh, this one, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's still not making the pattern we wanted to have. Yeah, these panels are serpentine. We know that worked because we hooked up one first. So let's ditch the 2D effect and let's take the running effect. Is there a running effect? I don't remember what it's called. Jesus. Rainbow Runner. No, that's not what I need. Scan, that's what I need. Okay, let's turn that down a little bit. So why is it doing this? That's not correct. This is not serpentine, is it? Yeah, it is. Ah! I don't understand why, if we're just doing running, it's divided over 2 panels. Try scrolling text. Okay. Is there a scrolling text effect? Oh, scrolling text. Okay, so these are confused. So the first panel is top left, maybe? No, that doesn't make any difference. Is it vertical? Akamai is easy to see. Okay, let's try that. Oh god. Right. Configuration. Should we serpentine? Probably. 2D configuration. Let's change this to bottom left. What happens? So we basically just need to get his get the right one at the right point, right? So this is top. Okay. Yeah, I think this is correct. Yeah, I don't understand either, because we configured 1024 pixels. That's 4 times 256. And then here we said we have 16 by 16 with 2 horizontal and 2 vertical. Okay. Maybe this horizontal? I don't know, man. It's hard to see for me. You can also set the orientation of the panel. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Does this need to be vertical somehow? Just for testing. Oh, set panel. Okay, sure. 8 by 8. Save. Yeah, it seems to have stopped updating here, so that's not working. Save. Yeah, now it's updating all again. Yeah, somehow we need to have all these changed around or something. I don't know. Why isn't there like a, they need to make an alignment alignment pattern or effect. Maybe this one is actually good. Oh wait, did I turn off audioreactive? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now we have a graphic equalizer, which I believe gives bars. Let's go back to 1x1 panel. Save. And let's see here. We get bars from the bottom to the top, but now I effed this up. Sorry, YouTube. Top. No, bottom right. Yes. Hello? No. Still not right. How does that even work? Bottom left? Hello? No. No. Ah, this is a sucky effect too. Okay. Go away, fade speed. Oh, there's a fire effect, isn't it? Matrix? What is even going on here? Is there a fire effect? Rain. Does that do what I want? Hello? No. Spaceships. What are you... Okay. There is a fire effect, isn't there? Fire 2D? Fire no... What? There's no fire effect. There should be a fire effect. Oh, I thought there was a fire. Fireworks 1D. No. No, 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 no. Try text and slow the animation speed. Okay. Scrolling text. Well, in theory, that should work on a single panel. Yeah, the Sound Reactive is now a user mod you can install, and it also has the 2D stuff. You're 90 degrees out. Yeah, at this point, I'm just confused. Because this is bottom right. Save. 1x4 panels. Okay, sure. Oh, that's a good one. Let's try that. 1 by horizontal. I want 4 horizontal, 1 vertical. Save. Let's see if it does colors. Yes. Let's see if it does blobs. What the? Bouncing balls. So now, let's put it in order. If I'm coming in here, it needs to go here. Can't actually fit that. Something like that. Sorry, I'm not really able to fit that. Yeah, this is like a puzzle. That's for sure. 2D. We're starting in the top right. But are we? No. We're starting in the bottom right. Is that doing what it's supposed to do? No. Bottom right. Bottom right. Bottom right. Yeah. Oh, wait. The serpentine has been disabled again. Save. That's doing something. Let me up the brightness a little bit for you guys. But then the effect is now reversed. Let's go back to the scrolling text again. Text. Scrolling text. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Scrolling text. Nothing happens. Scrolling text is no text. Can I configure that somehow? Click the matrix icon. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. DNA. I wish there was like a simple effect we could look at. Ghost Rider. Oh, this looks pretty. Well, this almost seems to match. Think. Does it? No. Maybe. Oh man, okay, so I think we need a bit more time with this one. At least it shows the stream isn't pre-recorded. I caught Quinder's congestion. Yeah, I have brain congestion right now. This isn't working right. Let's go back to one panel. There we go. We're doing one panel right now. There we go. One panel. Awesome. It's not affecting, is it? To the crazy bees. It's totally broken. It's not doing anything anymore. Oh, it's confused as hell. No, it's very confused, I think. Let me reboot it, see what it does. Info reboot. Effects. There we go. Let's do Akamai again. Yeah, see, reboot fixed it instantly, so that WLED, the 2D matrix stuff is still slightly interesting. Set 256 again? What? Why? No. It'll just use the first of the 2024 as 256 for this panel. So that should work okay. So let's try that scrolling text again. Scrolling text. Oh, it's upside down. I think. What? What? How am I? Huh? Top left? How's it backwards? What? Use a mirror? No. That makes no sense. Okay, I want it this way. Configure 2D. Bottom left. Somehow I feel this won't change anything because we only have one panel. Bottom left. This I can read. This I can read. Okay, it's starting to come together. There. What? Dio? Oh, December 23rd, 2022. Yes, it is. 2238. Yes, it is. Oh, it's working. Okay, now do we dare connect another one? I'm gonna connect one more, okay? Because one matrix is 0 matrices. Matrices. So let's connect it on this one. These are on the bottom. I'm gonna do one more, and then I think we're gonna call it for today. Of course, this is never gonna work. Now we say we have 2 horizontal panels. Save. Nothing happens. Bottom, left, serpentine, save. Off. On. Yeah, reboot? Okay. Reboot. Text. Scrolling text. What's even going on? Okay, we can fix this in post. I think. There, we fixed it. There we go. Now we have 2 panels. It's working. Kinda. Stupid connectors. Okay. Oh, what? It's what? Oh. What? How does that even happen? The Dig-to-Go is now covered. Doesn't matter. There! This is like a Dr. Z stream. Some things work, but not at all. Exactly. Okay, black hole. Yeah, that looks good. Now I don't dare more, because then now we have to, you know, fix everything. Oh, the clock is 1 hour behind. Yeah, that's true. So every time you change something in the 2D layout, you have to reboot. So this is a little fireworks thingy. That's pretty cool. I need more. That's pretty cool. Yeah. There is a text thingy now. Scrolling text. More reboots? No. Does it run Windows? Reboot fixes everything. Yeah, it's like compiling in Visual Studio Code. If it doesn't work, just try it again. Why are my colors now changing? Oh, it's set to rainbow. Okay, that's fine. Spaceships. I really want to know what spaceships does. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I guess we should add a diffusion layer, huh? For the camera. I don't have one. No, I don't have a piece of paper or something. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. It's a packaging list. That's fine. Something like that, I guess. It's not a great diffuser. Let's turn up the brightness. There we go. Square swirl. Huh? Sun radiation? Oh wow, okay. No, we're not going to do more panels. We'll be stuck here until tomorrow. And I know Dr. Z wants to stream too. So I'm going to... Oh, 170 people are watching. What the... Well, everyone who's watching, we're going to end the stream in like a minute or two. But there is a channel called Dr. Z's. And if you're watching me, you've probably heard of him too. And he'll be streaming... When are you streaming, Dr. Z's? How many minutes? Waverly. Click like. Yes, that's also appreciated. Oh. Wow. We have 2D and sound reactive at the same time. How's that? So that's the ultimate thing. We have a Dig-to-Go doing 512 matrix LEDs. And it's reacting. Oh no, that's okay. It's reacting to sound. Is there more sound stuff? Swirl is also sound. Okay. Hello. Yes. So if I keep talking, it'll just add more random crap. Cool. Is there more sound reactive 2D? Now I'm intrigued. Oh, graphic equalizer. Yes! So, if I talk... Wait, where's the Dig-to-Go? Hold on. If I talk real low, it's over here. If I talk very high... No, it's not. Hello? Hello? Hey! What's over here? Hello? Okay, this is quickly turning into a very different live stream. Funky plank. It'll just drop stuff out of the sky. I have 16 of these 16 by 16 panels. I'm going to have to try and post a video. Don't run that off of a Dig-to-Go. Okay? There's limits. If we all donate, Quinder will not have any other option than to use 4 panels. Well, we'll see about that. Okay. Do we have more sound reactive? It's funny. Oh, Akamai is sound reactive. Oh, he is now. He wasn't before. Oh, that was because I turned off the audio stuff. Yeah, the 7HC will run those. That's no problem. You'll have to run a lot of injection lines, but I mean, with 100 amps, you can do a lot. So, yeah, Akamai is working. Cool. The universe wants you to do 4 panels. Yeah, but you know, I don't. What? What's this? Funky plank. Okay. Graphic equalizer. Yeah, I think we had all the sound reactive 2D effects now. Swirl. Yeah, we had that. That's pretty cool, actually. And Waverly. Yeah, okay. Does this also work with palettes? Yeah, it does. Oh, nice. Link to this matrix. Like 5. Okay. Everyone who's watching... sorry. Jeremy Johnstone, the universe has spoken. Do 4 panels. No. I've been at it for almost 3 hours now. It's time to hand over the baton back to Dr. Z's. So everyone who's joined this live stream, and there's a lot of people here. I've rarely had this many people. No, don't ask Dr. Z's. No. Oh, why? Quinn is above the universe. Maybe he can walk on water as well. Who knows? Who knows? Do it, you coward! I'm not that easily influenced. Cursing at me, it certainly won't help. Can't you guys do a shared stream and continue? Well, we'd have to set that up, so that's not that easy. Ah, you want to see 4 panels? But then how do I orient them? Okay. Dr. Z's, you have to tell us, can we continue or not? Do you want to take it over? Do you want to do 4 panels? Do you have 4 panels? So, oh, okay, this is still connected. Now that we have 3 panels working, and we know it's coming from the top and the bottom. Dr. Z's, help me out, man. Let's connect this one to this one. Wow, these panels are actually getting a bit hot. Yeah, but I kind of want to see 2. But I am a bit tired, and I just hang around in the Dr. Z stream. Okay, I added a third. Let's wait until Dr. Z's responds. 2D configuration. So 2 are now working. Okay, let's add 2 more. And just hit save. Oh no, I know we need Serpentine. Okay, right? Serpentine. Save. This changed nothing. Okay, this changed nothing. So, we reboot. Frank is telling me to continue and then says, I'm gonna watch the rest tomorrow. Okay, so we reboot it now. And we were doing Swirl, I believe. Let's see. No, that's not Swirl. No, we're Waverly? Yes. Okay, this needs to be rotated. 2D. Maybe I can physically rotate it. Okay. Yeah, so we've now just physically rotated it. But I don't think I can connect the other one because it just won't reach. I think. I guess we just twist it. Okay. If we physically rotate this one too. We cheated. We did it by physical rotation. There we go. Okay, I don't know. I don't have a diffuser that's big enough. Yes! Physical rotation for the win. Hello, Akamai. We have a... Well, it's a bit beheaded. Michael Vernum says, late to the show. Thank you for all you do. Merry Christmas. Is this correct? I think so. I guess so. I don't know. No, that's not correct. That's not correct at all. So we need to do more physical rotation, because this needs to be in the middle. And then this needs to be in the middle. Yeah, just don't mess with the software, just do physical rotation. It's Christmas! All the rules are out of the window! Yeah, that looks... oh, I have another sheet here. Okay. Hold on. So, that, like that. So. Yeah, that looks good. DNA. Wow. Wow, it's actually working. The diffusion can be done better. DNA spiral. Now it's all messed up again. What? And this is correct again? What? Here's a bit more caving to peer pressure and giving us 4 we always dreamed of. Thanks, Jeremy Johnstone. Prove it by doing text. Okay. Scrolling text. What? What? How? How's that even... No, that's all wrong. So, it's... Ah, okay. So then this maybe needs to be right? Save. Yes! 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 I need to hit one of those Dr. Z's animation thingies. There we go. There we go. Okay, more color bursts. Oh, look at that. And this is all running from a Dig-Octa which doesn't have more than 3 amps. But I do have special circuitry in there that it doesn't brown out, basically. Because we're pulling a lot of power through it. And so far it's been fine. Because it wasn't really designed to have 1024 LEDs connected. Game of life. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It was just very fast and then slow. Yeah, it's not really designed to have that many LEDs connected, but it seems to be handling that just fine. Ghost Rider. Okay. Halloween eyes. Does nothing. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Oh. Oh! Look at that. Oh, let's do that without... No. So without diffusion, it looks crappy. There. Paper diffusion layer on. Julia. Okay. Lissau juice. What the... Matrix. Yes, the Matrix is now also working in the correct orientation. Very nice. Very nice. Metaballs. Okay. I guess. But yeah, this is proof that even a Dig-Octa can drive 1024 LEDs. In a 2D matrix with, where is it? Swirl? With audio-reactive reactions. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I guess I should plaster my... Actually, I have a plan for that already, but it's so expensive that I haven't gone through with it, because it's going to cost me like $1,000 or $1,200. But I was going to plaster my whole back wall, basically with a matrix, but then with very big blocks. So yeah. You can see that woman in red on the matrix effect. What? Quinled LED paper diffusion. Yay for caving into peer pressure and fixing it within 10 minutes. You know. Hello. Yes. Audio reactive. Okay. That's it. We hit the 2 hour and 50 minutes mark, and Dr. Aziz with his fixed modem is raring to go. So I thank you all for watching this stream. I think I'll do more streams pretty quickly, actually. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. But we're going to get into Project HA, which I did the announcement video for today, because I want to get streaming with that. I have everything, all the hardware and things I need. So I want to get going with that. So likely maybe tomorrow, maybe some next week. And they'll be outside of the normal schedule, I think, because I just want to go for it and build it. So people who can be there, that's awesome. Otherwise, you can watch it back. And thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for all donations. That has been crazy. And yeah. How does the Dig-to-Go get audio? There is a digital microphone inside of the Dig-to-Go box. And well, it's pretty sensitive. It's right here. So there's a little audio icon right there. And that is a hole into the case with a little pipe down towards the microphone hole of the chip. And well, as you can see, that works great. It's really a lot of fun to play with. And the Dig-to-Go is really the easiest way to do those things. And it was supposed to have been fully released. We're going to work towards that, but it'll be somewhere at the beginning of the year. But from all products I've made, this is definitely the easiest to use and kind of also the most fun. The other stuff is also good, I mean, but they have a different purpose. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys back in the comments, on the Discord server, on the other live streams, even though it's maybe an HA subject, etc, etc. And I also have some more LED stuff to come, because there's some awesome stuff. Even this new strip we looked at, if you're looking for single addressable 12-volt RGB WLED strip, this worked fine. So that's cool. Yeah. I'll catch you guys later. I'll catch you guys in the Dr. Z stream. Bye-bye.